Hi guys, so because Dior J'adore has 4 different eau de parfums, I thought I'd kind of review them all to help you decide between them if you're kind of trying to make a decision on which of the 4 you want, because it can be a bit confusing. So obviously the easiest way to try them is to try and get samples of them all, but I'm going to try and be as clear between the differences of them all as possible. So all of the Dior J'adore perfumes are really designed to be floral, feminine, sensual perfumes, but with kind of different balances and notes while still staying true to the original white florals and the original bouquet of J'adore, which obviously the original was started in 1999, and since then there's now 4 in the collection. So the 4 Dior perfumes in the J'adore collection are now the original J'adore, J'adore Dior, which is their lighter alcohol-free fragrance, J'adore L'Or, and J'adore Infinissime. So let's have a look at the first one. Now I wanted to review all of the 4 J'adore perfumes for you, but I couldn't get hold of the J'adore L'Or without paying full price for a bottle and without knowing if I like it or not. I figured I'd just do these 3 and talk about J'adore L'Or at the end. So I am going to do the original J'adore, I'm going to do the J'adore Dior, and I'm going to do the J'adore Infinissime, and then I'll just kind of talk a little bit about J'adore L'Or from what I know from reading and kind of reading other reviews. So obviously the original Dior J'adore Eau de Parfum is what they're famous for. It's that iconic, really feminine floral perfume from the house of Dior. And even though this is a miniature, it's exactly the same design as the large one. It's this gorgeous clear bottle with the gold necklace on the top and that clear stopper. And it's kind of that light golden color as well. So the original J'adore Dior perfume is supposed to be very fruity and floral. And then there's 4 different flowers that make up the J'adore perfume. You have Lang Lang, Turkish Damascus rose essences, and 2 different types of jasmine. You have the jasmine from Grasse and the Indian jasmine sambac, and that's going to be the base of a lot of the J'adore perfumes. This one doesn't have any woodiness, it doesn't have any spiciness. It's really feminine. I'm kind of getting whiffs of it as I'm wafting my arms around. Really feminine perfume. Where I do understand where Dior is coming from when they're saying it's a very feminine, sensual perfume. I would tend to wear this still because of the amount of florals in this as a daytime perfume. I would wear it more in the summer. To me, it's not an evening perfume. It's not a wintry perfume because it kind of has that solar, summery freshness to it. And I've actually been wearing this quite a lot recently. I've had their samples before, and it is one of those scents I do tend to go to a lot in the summer and during the daytime because I feel like it's one of those perfumes that's not too overpowering. A lot of high-end luxury perfumes can be a little bit too intense, especially for the daytime. And when you're in the car, you can kind of make the whole car feel sick trying them. I think this is a really good versatile perfume that sits well on most people's skin. Now, this is one of their lighter fragrances. It's not as intense as J'adore. It's the J'adore Dior Eau de Parfum. It's in this beautiful white opalescent bottle with the gold ridging on the top and the clear glass stopper on the top. Just absolutely beautiful. So let's see how it smells. It's supposed to be very fresh, very white florals and kind of summery and fun. So we'll give it a go. What I really like about this Dior J'adore Parfum is that it's alcohol free, which means you can use it on the neck. It's a lot safer. It's not going to dry the skin out as much. And that's Dior's patented formula. It's still supposed to last all day. So let's give it a go. So I am getting like a real hit of really intense white florals, and that jasmine is definitely the strongest in there. So if you like the Mediterranean evening scents, that jasmine scent, this is beautiful, and I actually find it quite strong. So this is the Dior J'adore Eau de Parfum Infinissime, and I kind of have high hopes for this one. I think it's going to be more along the perfumes I like because it's citrus, woody, and florals. So I think it's going to have more depth. It should be more woody, warm, and kind of, for me, that's a more sensual evening perfume. It is in the same bottle as the J'adore with that gold neck collar on there, the same clear glass bottle, the same clear glass stopper. So because the House of Dior is trying to be very true to the original J'adore, there's still quite a few of the original florals in there. There's the Centifolia Rose, the Sambac Jasmine, and the Lang Lang. Okay, so it is, for me, let's see how this settles for a couple of minutes, because for me, it is, I like the woodiness, I like the depth. Actually, it's changing very quickly. Right now, it's kind of giving me Coco Chanel vibes. It's kind of got that more warmth, that sensuality to it. It's quite balanced, but it's a little vanilla-y and sweet right now. So let's just see how this settles. So now I've given the J'adore Infinissime a couple of minutes to sit. I think it might be my new favorite J'adore perfume, and I'll tell you why. Because I feel like the other J'adores are more for the daytime. They're a little bit too floral for me. There's not enough going on in there, and I have a lot of daytime perfumes I like. I really like Miss Dior for the daytime. I like the J'adore Infinissime for the evening. It's got that warmth, it's got that depth, and it's got that woodiness from the sandalwood. So the sandalwood is what's giving it its kind of depth and creaminess, and where I think I was getting the sweetness from the vanilla from. So for me, it's a really, really intense, sensual, feminine perfume, which is what they're saying J'adore should be. I think this is more true to what they were trying to create. I will say though, a little goes a long way. It's very intense, so it can be quite overpowering, a bit like some of the other perfumes like Poison. So be very, very careful with the application. Go slowly. Maybe start with one spray, build up if you need to. So the J'adore L'Or, I'm so sorry I don't have a bottle here to share with you, but it is supposed to be a very solar, which means to me summery, lots of sun-inspired fragrances and notes, and very floral. So like all the J'adore perfumes, still very floral. Now what I love about the J'adore L'Or bottle is the design of it. Because on the other ones we've got those ringed collars on this one has a smooth, almost like molten gold looking collar. So I love that it does make it slightly different. So if you love your florals, J'adore L'Or might be for you because it's supposed to have the heightened florals of the originals J'adore and a deeper golden color. So besides having the jasmine and the centifolia of the original J'adore perfume, it also has orange blossom. So if you know you like orange blossom, you might like this perfume a bit more than the original J'adore. J'adore L'Or perfume is also supposed to be a lot more powerful. So for me, think more of an evening perfume, maybe J'adore for the day, J'adore L'Or for the evening. So if you get your hands on it, or if you tried it, or if you have it at home, drop it in the comments below. Tell us what you think about it so we can have a little read and compare notes. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. And if you found this Dior J'adore Eau de Parfum perfume review comparison helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to link all of the perfumes in the description below in case you want to purchase them for yourselves.